So, Promised Neverland Season 2, or I guess the whole series has ended today, and let's talk about it. But first, on a more positive note, I just want to talk about last episode, or I just want to talk about the last video I posted and how it's gaining so many views. Like, oh my god, bro. And the comment section, I have loved responding to comments. It's been so long, and these numbers that I'm seeing, especially with the likes and the views, I haven't seen in like 4 years. And like 69 likes and 0 dislikes. I was constantly refreshing the page. It's like, come on, just give me a dislike. Because like, that's not the best video I've ever made. I didn't even think that was gonna like gain any traction, but now it's like one of my top 5 videos on the channel. So thank you everyone, especially in this community, in the Mushoku Tensai community, for just telling me everything about it in the comments. I know I've made a lot of mistakes in the last video regarding my commentary and how I said that Rudy's arc was completed in season 1, or I guess part 1 of season 1. I meant to say that his little arc at the end of the season finale, or I guess the mid-season finale, was beautiful and it was perfect. And then another thing was, this is only part 1 of season 1. But that's enough of last video. Again, thank you everyone for that. But let's get into Promised Neverland Season 2 and the series as a whole. Also, I'm not going to add many clips on this episode because Promised Neverland clips that I used were getting copywritten a lot. So maybe I'm a little biased towards Promised Neverland right now, but that's why you're just going to get a bunch of still images. I'm sorry, it's really lazy, but I really just don't want to deal with all the copyright that was dealt with last video. So yeah, sorry about that again. So Promised Neverland Season 1 was definitely really, really good. I really enjoyed every little bit of it. All 12 episodes felt really tight. Like, there was no breathing room. It was just a constant chess game of Emma, Norman, and Ray trying to fight against Isabella and the farm in general and trying to get out. And it was really gripping. Like, every episode flowed so well into the next one. It was written beautifully, and the screenplay and everything else and the direction of the season was handled with a lot of care. And that also goes for the manga that was based off of, because that was when the manga and the anime were actually just like the same thing, or just about. They were taking a lot of elements from the manga and putting it into the anime. But follow up to season 2 a year later, and it's a mess. It's a mess. Come on, man. Oh, I was looking forward to this season so much. It was definitely like the top 3 I was waiting for in this next season. And the first couple episodes were like, something's off, but it's not like tremendously bad. And then like episode 4 or 5 hits, and then you realize, oh, there's been a time jump. They get to this bunker. The bunker is there's another time jump in the bunker. And that only lasts like an episode, and then they're kicked out of the bunker. Mujika and Sonju are like, you know what, we're gonna wait for them to like breathe so we can eat them later. But then in the later parts of the season, that's like completely brushed over. They're like, you know what, let's just save the world. We don't mind about that. So like that whole little like plot twist at the end of the episode is just completely just gone. It's out of nowhere, and that's how I feel with a lot of the plot twists in this season. They kind of just go nowhere. They're just there to make you feel a little shocked before like the next week, which is, it's a little trashy. I don't really get it, because there's like this another one with one of Norman's buddies, and how he looks like he's going to betray them, but then in the end it's just like, you know, or it's just his plan to look like he's betraying the group, but also to like help the plan with helping out the farm raid. But that one's okay, because it still shows like they have some smart ideas, because in season 2 I felt like all these characters got really dumbed down, where in like season 1 these guys were like commander-in-chief of like army military, like they knew the strategy and everything. It was crazy how much these kids knew about strategy. And then in season 2 they're kind of just like, oh, you know what, those are the kids that got perfect scores back at the farm, but they don't really do much with it. They kind of do some stupid stuff. And then another plot twist was with Isabella and the sisters. So in the beginning of like, or like the mid part of season 2, Isabella is brought back, and then she's like, oh, dude, if you want to leave the farm, you gotta get us back the kids from Gracefields and all that. And it's like, okay, fine. And then it shows that Isabella is going to be the villain again. which I was excited for because Isabella again was like one of the best parts of season 1. Her as an antagonist was so good. You come to season 2 and you don't really have that many antagonists. It's kind of just the demons and Minerva's brother Peter, but we don't really know about him until we get to Norman's part, which is handled shittily, like I said in my anime is killing it video. You only have like 7 episodes or what like away from Norman, so whenever he's returned, that wait isn't really like, oh my god, it's fucking Norman, he's back again. It's more like, oh shit, he's back. That's cool. But yeah, we learn about him and his experiments with Peter and all that, and that's alright, but again, it's not like, none of this is really that great. Like, it's all mid as hell. And then you get to like Norman's raid on the demons in the village. All of it is moving at such a breakneck pace. Like, they cut 60 chapters of the manga and like a couple arcs in the manga in the anime. There's nowhere to be seen. Goldie Pond? Nah, fuck you, you're gone, bitch. It's like, come on. Oh, I can go in and in on this anime like I have done in many other videos, but they had one job. Just like follow the anime, and I don't know like the backstory like of the production of this season, because apparently the manga creator was also like a director in this anime season 2. This definitely wasn't it. So I feel like I need to read the manga, but I don't know. And then you come over to the season finale and the episode before the season finale, and then it shows that, oh my god, Isabella and the sisters, they betrayed Peter. Big shocker. It's not like Isabella still really cares for these children. And she never like actively enjoyed sending these kids out into just get eaten. And so that plot twist is like, okay, I saw that coming from a mile away. It was kind of lazy. Like, woo. And then you come to the season finale, and I feel like this season should have had 12 episodes instead of 11, because you get these still images of the half of the group in the human world and then the others trying to save the demon world from like all that shit that's been happening, and they just show like still images of like zooming in and out of these scenes. And I feel like this should have just been an extra episode. It should have been. Instead, it's like, oh, you get a 2-minute montage of all this shit, and then they're okay at the end of the season, or at the end of the series, they're back together for 5 seconds. It just, oh, bruh. Oh, I just didn't like this season. Man, they dropped the ball. There's just a lot of elements that I really didn't like. I don't really know any like positives. Ray doesn't give a fuck, which I still love. And then Norman and his group they're dying, but then they just completely drop that aspect of them. Like, these seizures have been like progressing, and then they're like getting worse now. And then at the end of the series, they don't really talk about it, except that they show like this little still image of Norman on the bed playing chess with one of his dudes, but that's it. Where is it? I thought these characters were dying. I thought they were about to die, and they do this montage, and I'm assuming this a couple years because Phil is grown up, and it's fine. They're all good. So I don't really know. Maybe I missed something, but yeah, that's just how I feel about Promised Neverland as a whole, especially with season 2. I felt like they really dropped the bag. This season finale was not that great. I constantly, when I was watching, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? But yeah, leave in the comments below what you guys think about Promised Neverland season 2. Maybe I should check out the manga, who knows? Maybe I'll make a video whenever I do check out the manga. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, especially subscribe if you want to see more. I'm gonna have a quintessential quintuplets season review coming up soon with Jujutsu Kaisen tomorrow and Attack on Titan on Sunday. So yeah, stay subscribed if you want to check out those videos. And then again, thank you for all the support on last video, commenting on your comments, and just seeing like there's one comment that has like 15 likes. Like, it's insane how loving this community was to me, like with last episode. So again, thank you everyone, and yeah, so I'll catch you guys on the next episode. So later.